As we check the audio, we do that every time we get rolling on a live show. I guess I should move the countdown. There we go. Move the countdown over me. Waiting to check the audio. To get in as the countdown is done, we're actually kind of sort of on time, which is sort of. I don't know. I'm on a streak now. I was on time to a game yesterday. I was on time to Easter service on Sun. Actually, early. So early, the pastor is like, "Wait, you got a seat." Listen to the audio here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, super quiet. So let's bring me up a little bit there. How about that? Is that better? Is that better? A little better. A little better. Okay. Good time, mate. Good to see Sneedo there out there as we're about to roll here in a moment. Jason as well. Apparently it's better. Apparently the audio's better. Yeah, see, I hear myself now. So I think I hear myself, though that's a good thing. But all right, let's dispense with all the nonsensical items like me just kind of talking to get rolling because we gotta roll. We gotta roll. It's that time to roll the open. Drum roll, please. In three, two, one. Here we go.
Well, it's baseball time in Siouxland once again. The Explorers are out to bring home another win. And when they take the field, they'll be hitting and running and stealing. So come out to the park for that big league good time feeling. Well, it's baseball Sioux City style. Baseball Sioux City style. Gonna conquer the league. Hold on to your seat. The Explorers just won't be beat.
Right. Everybody sing along, right? Everybody sing along. Big fade down there. No, a little off there on the soundtrack. All right. Good to see everybody. Baseball Sioux City style. I'm Dan Vaughn, the voice of the Sioux City Explorers, the American Association, and I am glad you are along on this Wednesday, April Ocho, April 8th. Is that correct? That is correct, right? 38 days until the first pitch is thrown in Chicago at Impact Field there at O'Hare. Explorers are doing some great promotions this year, concerts, all kinds of fun stuff. That's what we're going to talk about today, Sneedo. Because in about 7 minutes' time, young lady who's been working tirelessly with the rest of the staff, Emily Truckee, will join us. Of course, Travis and Emma also working tirelessly. DV, not so much, but they do the promotional thing and they've got all that. And you may have seen that this week. Unveiling promotions, the nightlies. We've got the schedule coming out, and Emily is standing by. She'll be joining us in a moment. Actually, going to kind of I'm going to mute her just a second. Emily, I'm going to mute you just a second, and I will bring you in just a moment. But Emily's a couple minutes early there. But I want to get to the question of the day, which is promotion related. Of course, the nightly promotions, or I call them nightly. It's really the weekly. It's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that thing. Um, your theme nights were announced this morning. Emily's going to talk more about those things. She's also going to maybe tease. We're going to tease a little bit about what's coming up because it's not all been unveiled, but it's coming. It's all this week, so it's a big deal. This is sort of like I guess it's Christmas in April for us, right? Where the X is faithful in the association. You're seeing this around the league. Teams are announcing their promotional schedules. Some have already done it. Some are doing it right now. It's some old hits, some new hits. Maybe I guess it's not a new hit. It's a soon-to-be hit, right? It's entering the charts. But that's what we're going to talk about today. It's Emily's day. We do this every year. We unveil the promotions, and she gets to catch us up on what's going on. We'll talk about that. My question for you, everybody out there today, and I think Snito's already said this. He kind of follows another team, but we love him dearly. What promotions so far that you've seen? What have you seen so far that you're the most fired up about? What is it you're fired up about? And number two, I'm going to let you guys play the role of Emily or Emma or Travis or whoever. Let you guys play that role, and you've got an unlimited budget. You can move mountains. You can do whatever it is you want to do. Money is no object, and there's no question. Like let's just say, for example, you wanted, I don't know, Taylor Swift to play a night, and money was no object, and you could do it, and she was going to do it. That's what I'm talking about. So, what would your dream Explorers promotion be? That's my part two of the question. Part one is, what is it you're most fired up for so far? I've got a couple. I will tell you my knee jerks initially. Of course, I love anything we do in general, but I love the Bark in the Parks are always cool. I've always been a big Thirsty Thursday fan because of my experience in Burlington, Iowa. I've told that story in the air a couple of times with those cheap Budweiser drafts. Kept coming and coming from the fans because the fans are right below the booth. And I'd have a bucket up there and pour them away because I would never made it to the broadcast. So I just throw those out there. And as far as theme nights, my initial knee jerk on those, I love the fact that we do the Ag Night as a grandson of a farmer, as a guy who moonlights as a farmer. Part of that family farm still going on over 100 years plus in West Texas. I have a real special heart for agriculture. I know my late mother, very much a big fan of that night as well. So I love that. So those are my thoughts. So again, Ethan, good to see you. Hi, Jason. And let's go ahead and go a few minutes early because I know she's standing by, and I just pulled the microphone up. 3, 2, 1. There she is.
Hello.
Hello, Emily. How are you today?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm good. Have you your fingers sore from those keys you've been punching away with putting all these promotional announcements out? I mean, you burned the keyboard up, kiddo.
Oh, I know. Between emailing, you guys, Andrew, our graphic designer who kills it, sponsors, everything like that, it's just getting like arthritis in my wrist from just staring at my computer all day.
Yeah, you thought when you get this promotion to sales manager that was behind you, but you just added what you really did is added more work. That's all it was. You just added more work.
Yeah, everybody was making the joke of like, they finally gave you the title of what you've been doing the past year and a half, and I was just like, I'm grateful for the promotion. I'm grateful for the title, but it's nothing new to me. I'm excited to do all the work and keep doing it as the seasons go on.
Well, I'm excited for you. That was the first thing I was going to talk about because your off season was a little different.
It
Added
was
you added some things. You're doing what you do anyway. You're doing this now,
right.
but you've added the elements of now having to oversee a sales effort too. Before we
Yep.
dive into the promotion, just how has that been for you this off? I know you've been busy, and I've seen a lot of your results. Just the things you guys have been posting. How's that been for you? Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Honestly, our sales efforts have been great. We passed our sales number from last year. Tom and I, before he left, worked great hand in hand with each other, just spinning off ideas about businesses and people that we could collaborate with this year. And Travis, now stepping on board as well, has helped too tremendously with some different ideas and different collaborations, and we just killed it.
You guys have. I can tell. I can tell the energy. Travis has got energy. I'm going to miss
Yeah,
Tom. I know we're all going to miss Tom, but Travis has got
for
energy,
sure.
and it's got to be. It's exciting, and you throw in the fact we're only 35 days away from opening night in Chicago, but another week
Right.
along the way. It's been pretty exciting. Where should we start? Let's start. I'm going to go. The easy thing to start with, I think, is let's start with I call. Now, this is not the right way to say it. I call them nightly, but I guess they're weekly. Really, promotions is what we
Hmm.
got. We don't have a lot of Monday games, but
No.
we do have something on Monday. We're going to do
Mhm.
when we do play the random Monday game. We're going to be doing a little merchandise. Let's start there. Let me put this graphic up on the screen there. There we go.
Merch
Merch.
Monday.
25% off the entire team store. You know what? I should probably pull this up in my notes. I should probably have how many Mondays we have. Not many, but you should take advantage of said Monday, right?
Yeah, I mean, we only have the 2 Mondays, but honestly, I'm really excited for apparel this year. Me and Emma collaborated on the apparel, and honestly, we brought out a lot of new and good ideas and new stuff that we have heard from people that wanted in the past, and just what we've expressed interest in well. And I think fans are really going to like our merch this year, to be honest.
Looking forward to that on those merch Mondays. I got only two of those, but in the reason why, folks, here at Explorers Expresso, Monday usually is a league off day, which
Yeah.
is always a good thing. And after a Sunday, with a quick turnaround for us at home anyway, we have a Saturday night game,
Hmm.
Sunday Arvo game, and then it's nice to kind of prop your feet up a little bit. But
Yeah.
opportunity for the folks there. Um, Merch Mondays. Let's see. I think I got this. Well, I hope I have it in order. I'm guessing I put this in order. My fingers are crossed that I did. Trivia Tuesdays. They're back. Trivia
I,
Tuesdays are back.
I don't know if I'd call us a fan favorite, but it was definitely Tom's favorite before he left. Um, Carbless, I mean, who doesn't love Carbless? We love Carbless, especially as a league, but they are kind enough to sponsor again this year, and it's kind of going to be similar to last year. You know, we're going to have that interactive trivia throughout the stadium, throughout the innings, as well as discounted Carbless again throughout the game. So can't go wrong with Carbless, and can't go wrong with some fan favorite trivia, hopefully.
You can. And Carbless, you do have a favorite flavor, by the way. You can admit that here. We're among
I'm a
friends.
I'm a pineapple. I
I,
love pineapple.
I like that flavor too. Now
Hmm.
they got to come up with a bubblegum flavor or the pickled carbless. They haven't done that yet. I did suggest this to
No.
the guys at Carbless, but I'm pineapple as well. Good call there. Pineapple's it's very
Pineapple's
tropical.
great.
It kind of makes me think of maybe going to the beach again. I don't know. That's just
Yeah.
me. You know,
Can't go wrong. Maybe like out of the Parker cranberry. Surprisingly, very
yeah,
good as
yeah,
well.
yeah, there you go. Well, Trivia Tuesdays there. Let's go to
Mhm.
Wednesday. Wild Card Wednesday. Now, this is not NFL Wild Card.
No.
Tell us, Emily, what Wild Card Wednesday is.
So Wild Cards Wednesday. So we are going to have these hand or like these specialty made bingo cards that are gonna be kind of tethered to more of the explorers, like Mongo gets thrown out of the game, or there's like a trick play, some per usual that you kind of see normally at the X's games, will be made on these specialty bingo cards that will be available throughout the team store around the ballpark that fans will be able to use only on Wednesdays, and we'll have specialty prizes if you hit a bingo, and it'll just kind of be like an interactive thing on Wednesdays that'll just kind of keep it more interesting. Like, I know it's kind of the middle of the week, but we kind of wanted to keep it so where everybody can participate, and it's not just going to be towards certain people and age brackets, but everybody can participate. Anybody can win prizes. It's the fun thing about bingo.
I think I'm going to do that in the booth too.
You should.
I'm going to play along on the air. I'm going to play along on the air. Although I do have a suggestion though for a bingo possibility.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be very rare, but a pitching coach dressing up as the old mascot. I mean, there's that. That's a possibility. It's happened before. Very
It
slim
has.
chance, but it has happened. I hear. I just hear it's happened. I don't know.
It's a rumor that it might have happened. Can't confirm nor deny, but it'd be a good spot.
Bingo, bingo. There we go.
Bingo.
Bingo, bingo. Emily trucking with us on Explorers Espresso here on this 8th of April. Talking X's promotions here. We're in the what I call the nightlies there, the weeklies. I don't know. We all terminology different. Wild card Wednesdays. Move to Thursday. Actually, the
Wednesday.
part of Wednesday that we also thought the weenie Wednesdays as well.
Mhm.
Hot dogs, and hot dogs. two
Hot
dollar dog,
dogs and hot
$2
dogs.
all day,
Yeah,
all game long.
we can't get rid of them.
Well, I mean,
It's a it's
it's
a
what we do.
staple.
It's what we do,
Yeah,
right? All right.
it's a ballpark staple.
There you go.
Um,
All right. That I think sort of explains itself. And, Park in the Park also on Wednesday, every Wednesday home game.
mm,
I have a foster dog right now. He will not be going to summer camp in Iowa. He'll be out to stay in Texas. But I do love that night. It's fun. Everybody brings their little furry friend. There's some
mhm.
ballpark dog favorites, and I love that. It's a solid night. Your thoughts on Park in the Park?
Honestly, I think Bark and Park's great. Like, especially when you're in the middle of the week and you see a furry friend, kind of helps relieve the 7 game stretch a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's also nicer because it's not so hot for the dogs, and it's easier for people to bring them out on Wednesdays per se a Sunday when it's not so jam packed, and I feel like it's less stressful. But Bark and Park again is just like a staple, like Weenie Wednesday. You just can't get rid of it. So
Absolutely. I mean, don't fix what ain't broke, right? I mean, that's the way we look, right?
exactly.
Uh, another one of my favorites. So this goes back to my days in Burlington, Iowa, when we had Thirsty Thursdays, and we had a lot of, because the broadcast booth. I've told this on the air quite a bit, but I'll tell you quickly. The broadcast booth was right amongst the grandstand, so fans would come up to the broadcast booth to the window. Once I think it's going to take a sip of each, but I'm not encouraging getting the broadcaster tasty Thursdays, but I have a real soft spot for discounted beverages, adult kind, on a Thursday. That's back. Anything you want to elaborate on? Tasty Thursday. I love Tasty Thursday.
So, I mean, when I was thinking about these promotions, I really wanted to kind of change them up a little bit. And in the last couple of years, we kind of rolled out with the same thing, and I've heard it, and I agreed. So I was like, why don't we change Thirsty Thursday to like Tasty Thursdays? Like, let's make it more. So that's why we included the happy hour before the first pitch to include it on the drink beverages. Like, obviously, we can't take away those drink beverages as well, $2 Pepsi products. And then also to kind of get more of the college kids and kids kind of more my age kind of out to the ballpark and just kind of enjoy their time on a weekday break as well. Like, just elevate Thirsty Thursday more than what it was.
Sure, sure. 52 is part of that again as well. We love them. They've been a great partner of ours. I love swinging
Absolutely.
by there. They're great stuff. Pub 52 brings you that. Yeah, I like that. It kind of encompasses all right there. By the way, Stino says for the bingo, in reference to bingo, he says
Mm-hmm.
Mongo getting thrown out is a free space. So is
I
that could be?
should.
I mean, that might be. I don't know, but he was kinder and gentler last year. Only got tossed like six times, maybe 5 times. I don't know. I don't know,
Yeah,
something like that.
we ironically were talking about that he was a lot more relaxed last season than he was the season before. Very, very mellow. So I think this season's going to be even more calm and collected. Bobby might be more of the space.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
might.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, good idea. Tasty Thursday there. I go to Fridays. This is probably the one I think so cool, because
Mm-hmm,
when I used to come to Sioux City as a visitor back in the day, I would look up and I would look down and I'd say, "Oh my gosh, they got T-shirts of whatever player it was, Samson or
yeah.
Gherkin, whoever." I
Mm-hmm,
love this tradition. We in Absolute Screen Art's been a part of it for a number of years. It's really cool. Not many teams, well, very few teams, if any, in our league do anything like this.
mm-hmm.
It's back.
It's
Any
back.
idea? I mean, before we talk about being back, well, just tell me about being back. Tell me about Absolute Screen Art.
I mean, we love Mike and we love Absolute Screen Art. They have been an absolute amazing business to coordinate with. Their t-shirts are always top notch. Designs are always flawless. We're super excited to partner with them, and um, this is one of my favorite promotions too, because like I said, like not a lot of teams do this, and it's also great for the player, it's great for the fans, and it's great for Absolute. It's all around marketing, so it's just kind of like a good, nice little 360. I will say Nate Gherkin is going to be our first free T-shirt Friday for May 22nd.
My next question is, I was going to say, tease who might be the first one, but there it is. I mean, Nate's got a lot of time on this show this year. He was on
He
last week
does.
for a few minutes. He had an announcement live on this show in January. Now he's got a T-shirt. Well, you know what? He must have been listening, because he did complain. I say complain.
He
He
does
sort of
complain.
suggested. He did suggest, what am I going to do for a T-shirt? Well, now we've taken care of that.
He's asked me every single year that I've been here, why don't I have a T-shirt? So I was finally, before he left, I was like, we have to put him on a T-shirt. So he is going to be our first free T-shirt Friday on May 22nd.
Love it, love it. Nate Gherkin on those free T-shirts, May 22nd. Emily Truckey's with us. We're talking promotions. You guys have been seeing that all week. She announced the nightlies, and she had the theme nights. We'll get the theme nights in a
Mm-hmm.
moment. Let's go along here in Explorers Expresso. Friday Night Steals. Now, this is a new thing.
Yeah.
Um, Game day deals, exclusive savings that will mark select Friday nights at the ballpark. Even more exciting on June 26th and July 24th. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you left it wide open there. You want to give us any hints or what is this? Friday Night Steals.
So we really wanted to make Fridays more elevated. So on top of like the free T-shirt Friday, I wanted to add in something else, and I came up with Friday night steals. So it's kind of going to be a collective of like certain deals and certain steals in a sense. I can tease a couple of them. I won't say the dates, but one of them would be kids 12 and under are going to get in for free. We'll have discounted, even more discounted drinks and food beverages at concession stand, or more discounted stuff at the merch store. Just more like elevated discounts or entries to help boost the fan base at the ballpark, and just almost like a, hey guys, thank you for your support, thank you for everything. Like, here's some more gratitude from us.
Friday night. Let's get a little extra there, right? A little dancing, a little nightlife, a little Friday night. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Friday night steals right there, and well, actually, I'm not. That's the one we just had a moment ago. Let me get this one. Talk amongst yourselves, folks, because I missed everything's out of order here. Here we go. Sundays, and now Sundays, big deal. Military Sundays. Let me bring this down real quickly here. Military Sundays. This is something we've done. This predates you and I with the organization. Yeah. Military Sundays, Liberty National Bank there bringing this to us, and big thank you to them. One ticket, receive one free. Salute our troops, and I assume more about that as well from you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like another one of those that we just, if it's not broke, don't fix it, type of thing. Like Liberty National has been a great sponsor. And again, it's just more of a thank you to all those military personnel that do everything for us. And just as simple as that, just buy one, get one free. And we want to see as many military or, just active services get in here to the ballpark at Lewis and Clark Park as much as they can, especially on a nice Sunday afternoon when it's super relaxed, super chill, 4:00 game. I mean, why not,
Right. And I got order. I did get one. I was going to order until now, but we do have Saturday night games, lots of them.
Yes,
it's a big deal Saturday nights. So I'm going to go backward. We're going to go backwards. There's Souvenir Saturdays. First 500 fans to the gates to receive a free giveaway item. All Saturday home games, except for the 4th of July and August 29th, which those two, I believe, are fireworks nights. So that's why. But everything else, I know you're going to announce those tomorrow.
Yes.
I believe tomorrow. I know because I've seen them. There's been some workmanship in that department. I'm excited. Do you want to elaborate? I don't necessarily want you to spoil the fun, but anything you want to sort of tease or offer just to say, hey, stay tuned tomorrow?
I would say definitely stay tuned tomorrow. I am very excited about our giveaways this year. I think we worked really hard as a team to kind of think of new and exciting giveaways that we've never done. We've done some in the past, but definitely some new ones that we have not done personally before. And I think fans are really going to be surprised when they see our giveaways, and hopefully they're just excited as I am.
There you go. It's a very good political answer. I like that. You at the podium there in the White House, she makes a really good answer right there. Emily Truckee here on Explorers Expresso. Dan Vaughn with you on this 8th of April. Ice cream Sundays. You scream, we scream, we all scream for ice cream on Sundays. Kiddos love it. I love it. As a fat kid, I love ice cream. Another one with A&W and Long John Silver's. How about that?
Yeah, another amazing one to work with. Free vouchers every ice cream Sunday. We'll hand them out at the gate thanks to A&W and Long John Silver's. And then, of course, we'll still have our Dairy Queen ice cream cups as well and other ice cream products available. But thanks to A&W and Long John Silver's, we'll still hand out those vouchers and can go over there and hopefully get a root beer float.
There you go. Let's see here. These are comments from the fandom real quickly here. Jason says Bobby bobblehead ? You'll have to stay tuned for that. I don't know. I don't know. There is something along those lines, but you'll have to stay tuned. Let's see here. Mason says spider eye test bobble. I don't know what that means, but okay. A slider. He mistyped there. A slider eye test ball. Oh, slider holding up the eye chart. I like that idea as well.
Yeah.
I like that. Sneedo says a DV bobblehead day. No, they will never do that for me. But I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, I love it. But or as Sneedo says, a bobby head. There you go, bobby head. Okay, there's going to be something along these lines. You guys stay tuned tomorrow. Okay, there we go. We can't.
Yep. I won't spoil what it is, but
Gather
we
bag
know.
yet. All
Yeah,
right, let's go.
bobblehead
What
is
else we got? Oh,
somewhere.
this is one too. The Pilot Rock folks giving
Yeah.
it a grill on Sundays. As a
Mhm.
guy who needs a new grill, my grill needs some work, and I fired it up last week and did a lot of work on it. I'd love to get one of these. Talk about the grill giveaway every Sunday. Pilot Rock in right there will give away a free grill to one lucky fan. Uh,
Mhm.
Maybe we could throw it. I'm just throwing this out there as an idea. Came into my head right now. Maybe we can do a cooking contest with said grill, and the winner gets the grill. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Somehow, some way, somebody's getting a free grill, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Pilot Rock, we have our Pilot Rock party deck, but this year we've implemented something different, and we are going to give away. I believe there's 9 Sundays. We're going to give
Yep.
away 9 grills, one each Sunday. And the nice thing about this grill is too, it's going to have the X's logo embedded onto the grill as well. So every time you cook something, you're still going to have that X's appeal to it. But it's a portable. It's not too big, it's not too small, but it's a nice little portable grill that we'll be giving away that to one lucky fan throughout every Sunday. I believe we're going to do it between like the third and the fifth, something along
Cool.
those lines. But it'll be one that you have to be here for, and you almost have to see it to believe it in a sense.
So cool. I've seen like at tailgates, where a school's got like, a super fan on his grill's got the logo of the university he's cheering
Yeah,
for, the team, and Cowboys or whatever. I've seen this many. That's really cool. That is a really cool deal. And every Sunday we're doing that. Every Sunday, I say every
every
Sunday.
Sunday. Yep.
All right, all right. Pilot Rock, and that's been a great thing too. We could
Oh
probably
yeah.
talk a whole show about how the Pilot Rock thing's really turned our ballpark around there. But Emily Truckee, the voice you hear and the face on the screen for you folks in the live show, we're glad you're along on Explorers Expresso. I'm Dan Vaughn. It's the 8th of April edition. We can't believe it's already we're dang near almost a month out of home date. That is our look around. Actually, kids on the bases. I almost forgot the kids on the bases. There they go. Kiddos on the bases. Again, don't fix what ain't broke.
Uh, amount of people that ask me on not on a Sunday game if their kids go on the bases, or I have to break their little hearts, unfortunately, and tell them it's on Sundays only. But yeah, like you said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Kids run the bases standard. After post game every Sunday, kids could run around the bases like their favorite Explorers player, just kind of get that feel of what it's like to run on a professional field.
Love it. Love it. There we go. There's our nightly look around the world of Sioux City Explorers. Now, actually this morning, I've got my days mixed up. I was up late doing a game last night.
Oh,
I
I
got to get
know.
to those. I had to drive an hour and change south, and then the internet didn't work. It was one of those nights, late one for me. Here we go. Somewhere along the way, I've got our theme nights, which came out
Mm-hmm.
today. Right? I'm gonna put this on the screen. I don't. Go ahead and let me look and see. I'm going to try to get these in some kind of order here. I hope. Let me see here. Let's try it this way. Okay, let's go this one. I don't know if this is the right, sort of the earliest one, I guess. I think it
Yep.
is order. It is going to be our Ag Night. I talked about that. One of the ones I'm looking forward to. Once again, CF Industries. This is, I believe, year 3 for them doing this Ag Night, I believe.
Yes.
Great to see. And that's the jersey right there. That's it. That's
That
cool.
is the jersey. I kind of have to give Tom credit for this one because we kind of collaborated on this, but this was kind of more of his idea with like really honing on that Iowa feel. But you know, we no offense, Iowa, we're kind of sick of looking at corn. I know all Iowans are sick of looking at corn, so like, let's completely change this, do something different. And thanks to CF Industries again, we were able to have this Ag Night and have this specialty jersey made again. And I currently am looking at them hanging in my office. But yes, that is the jersey. That is what will be auctioned off again on Dash. And I think they're pretty sick. I've
I'm
seen
going
a lot of
to put
positive
this
feedback.
put it on the screen for you folks on the audio side of the podcast. Let me describe it to you. It's a green. It's got explorers in red across the top. The top's green. The lower part is a mural of an Iowa farm. It's got a farmhouse. Yeah, the Agnite jersey is pretty cool. Stito says as
Mm-hmm.
well. It's got. Let me put this on the screen for you guys. Kind of a solo shot. So there we go. There it is, right there. You can see it the screen. It's got the farm life and all. It's beautiful. That's really cool. Really cool right there. That's a really cool. And I'm with you. We know the corn thing, and we know that there's even beer, made in Iowa out
Yep.
of corn. We kind of know this, right? It's sort of like as a Texan, we don't all wear cowboy hats. We also do other things
Right.
too. So we do other things as well. We don't just farm corn. We also have farms that do dairy and do soybeans, and some raise
Mm-hmm.
cattle. That's what we do right there. That's cool. That's a cool deal, man. CF Industries, tip of the cap, to those folks, man. That's gonna be great. And
Absolutely.
what and how will that work? There'll be a jersey auction, right?
Yep. So like last year, we'll use that Dash auction platform again, that digital platform. We'll probably run it through the whole week or the weekend. We'll promote it on social media, our website, on the show. It'll be all over, and
All over.
you just gotta snag up these because these are obviously one of a kind.
Emily Truckee with us here talking promotions. Again, tomorrow she's going to be unveiling some big time giveaways, so stay tuned for that. Let's just go. I'm going to go press the button, see where we go. Oh, well, this was always a fan favorite. It was last year. It became a fan favorite last year.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Night, July 25th. Uh, the Empire, all that. It was really cool last year. What do you got on that? What do you want to share with those Star Wars faithful who they asked? We got it back.
It was one of my favorites too. I thought it could be, hopefully with the weather's nicer this time, so we could have a little bit more. But we will have the characters back again. New specialty jerseys this time. I don't know if I want to quite reveal what they look like quite yet, but we will have those back in. Yeah, I'll keep a little bit back till tomorrow. And then we will be doing a team photo giveaway and specialty autographs afterwards, so that'll be nice. And then I did post that Morgan Higman is going to be doing a post game concert as well afterwards. That's
Right.
something new that we're going to be trying this year, and I think it'll be fun. It'll
Let
be a
me
fun
let me
night.
let me go there. Let me give. I have a graphic for that because I let's see here. Morgan. There we go. More. Yeah, right. I did not do a deep dive on her just yet, but this is exciting. We've not
Mm-hmm.
done this, to my knowledge. If we've done it, it's been before my time. I've been
Mm-hmm.
involved with places, have done concerts before, which is really cool and adds a really fun element. What can you tell us about Morgan? Just walk us through, Emily, on that whole thought process and sort of what for the fans.
Again, we just kind of wanted to keep adding more to the promotions, just keep adding more of like something that the fans can engage in. And you'll see Dane Lewis is on there as well. But
Yep.
Morgan and Dane are going to be great add-ons to our specialty nights. We're going to have it on the Pilot Rock party deck afterwards of the game.
Awesome.
We'll still have concessions open. Fans can still drink. But it'll just be like a good, like chill outside kind of concert vibes. Nothing too crazy. Once you buy a ticket to the game, you're in it for everything, with the concert, with everything. Morgan and Dane, they're really good country artists. Kind of, they have their own stuff as well, but they
There we
also
go.
do a little bit of specialty
And now,
stuff. But
Dane is actually in Nashville now. He's from Sergeant Bluff,
yep,
and I saw that as well. Um, you guys, the DV bobblehead, stop! I love the promotion, but
it's a
stop.
possibility. It's a
No,
possibility. It's not ruled out.
I love it. I'd be honored, but what I would be really honored, what I'd really okay, I'm gonna throw this out there. I would love to in the Pilot Rock Party Deck at one of the concerts. I volunteer to sing a song. Maybe I can pick it, but maybe not. I love country, so
Mm-hmm.
country and western. I like country. As I get a little country on you, I'd volunteer, and anybody that tips me, I will donate to the Ronald McDonald House. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So if you guys come up and I do a good job, when you think, well, there's $5 for singing, I'll donate to the Ronald McDonald House. I'd love to sing one song with a band. It's sort of like a bucket list item. So I'm throwing my talent out there, but I may need to have lots of voice fluid that night too to get up there. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Could be happening.
Both of them are great people to work with, so I can't imagine they'd say no. But um,
I love it.
Dane,
I love it.
yeah, Dane Lewis June 27th and Morgan Higman July 25th. So they'll both be great. They'll both be electric. Fun people, good music. So I'm really
Right.
excited for them both to come out to the
Yeah.
ballpark and just kind of show us what they got.
I love the fact too, Emily, that we're gonna have a little bonus time with the yard because sometimes the game's over, and ideally, you're gonna win. Things are going. By the way, Snito says don't allow this man to sing. Okay, okay. I will tip the mute button. Snito says as well. Okay, all right, all right. But I loved it because we did this in Burlington many years ago, where we had these post game concerts, and some of the most fun we had, win or lose, was a little hang around
Mm-hmm.
as fans together
Mm-hmm.
on a night like that. Just sort of be a big Sioux City baseball family. I love this opportunity. It's great.
I think it's going to be great too. And kind of like you said, like after the game, you're just kind of like, what else are we supposed to do now? And I think it'll be great if players want to come over and watch as well, if fans want to interact. Like, it's just gonna be a great, like, chill, relaxing, kind of wind down type of thing, or it might be like super electric and fun and keep the party going in a sense as well. Like, it's just a good addition to something to keep everything kind of combined as one.
We're talking promotions. Emily Truckee, who knows all about it. She's our promotions guru, as I posted in my little post today. Let's go ahead and wrap up the theme nights here. This is, again, we're out of order here, but this is going to be August 29th, so we're bouncing around a bit. But Rooster's Harley Davidson, big part of our family as well, for a lot of reasons.
Yeah,
Jersey Auction Night. What do we got? That was the first one I saw this morning when I was in my when I saw the post. Jersey Auction Night. Roosters Harley Davidson. What can you tell us about that night, theme night?
I did get a little bit of heckling from this one. Everybody's asking, how did I get this sponsorship? I know, it's crazy, right? Um, we are still in the works with designing those jerseys, but we will have specialty jerseys for those night. The idea is to have a motorcycle ride on the morning track as well, and just have everybody debut their Harleys or their motorcycles, and just kind of make it, just a little bit of a different crowd that you typically wouldn't see at the ballpark, and just kind of showcase all the Harleys, showcase all the bikes, and also have an interesting jersey on top of it.
Love it, love it, love it. I know this is we got two fireworks show. One the 29th. This is the second one. That's
Mhm.
sort of like the end of season one, really. And then we've
Yep,
also got the 4th of July one. Uh, they're
yep,
they're both different. That one, the 29th, is going to be more the uh, great year at home. Hopefully, playoff
yep.
celebration, that kind of deal. That's
Fingers crossed.
fun. Yeah, fingers crossed, right? And then this is the one. It snuck up on me today because I realized this. It's 250th anniversary of our country. It's going to be
Oh
a
yeah.
huge weekend, and
Hmm.
no better way in Siouxland because we had the best fireworks show in Siouxland every 4th of July. People
Hmm.
they celebrate 4th of July at the ballpark. It's what we do the third and the fourth. Those jerseys are great. I mean, this is the ultimate. Don't fix what ain't broke.
I It's a staple. Like, I keep saying it's a staple. It's a staple. It's we have our amazing post game fireworks show thanks to Lantis Fireworks. The jerseys, they scream America, and yeah, it's the 250 American celebration. So like we're just gonna make it bigger. We're gonna make it better, and we're just gonna keep honing in. And
Love it.
especially with July 3rd and 4th landing on a Friday, Saturday, like it should be a big weekend.
Should be a big week. I'm looking forward to it. I look forward, and just to pull the curtain back for you folks that are tuned in, it's really interesting because the the way the league works, we get a chance to protect some dates, right? So basically, there's three holidays in the season. You've got Memorial, 4th of July, and Labor Day. And every city's different. They have concerts and festivals all summer long. And there's certain things you want to avoid. For example, in Kansas City, they want to avoid when there's a NASCAR race, right? Certain places want to avoid certain things. There's a big lake fest, I believe, in Milwaukee. They want to avoid that weekend or those weekends. So there's certain things you try to avoid. You could also reserve, say, look, we want to be home these weekends, and usually one of the three holiday weekends you've got to be home. Sometimes you're home twice, sometimes you're home all three, but we always want to be home on the 4th of July. So that's even more important to us as an organization. I know you know about that, but you know as well as I do how important that is for
Yep.
us as a front office. It's very important to us.
It's one of the it's almost like a sellout night in a sense, like as it's just one of those bigger nights that you just don't expect, like you expect it to be big but you don't expect it to be that big sometimes, and it's super important as a front office and as a customer service side of it as well that we deliver that good experience for the fans and that we can hope they can keep coming back afterwards. But yeah, it's one of those nights where you just after you're done you're just like, wow.
I know you got a lot of work to do and things to. One question. Oh, here's one. Sneedo's asking any Sneakies news. I don't know what that means. I guess he's asking if Sneakies around. I guess they're still around. I
Yeah.
suppose that's what he's asking, right?
Yep, Sneakies is back. They will be back on the bleachers. They will be also doing our team meals again. Sneakies, great, great food, great people. Like,
Yeah.
we love having them.
They love me walking in, although that I don't eat as much as I used to. They hate it that I'm not eating as much as I used to, but I still love them. I still love them dearly. But Emily, before I let you go, Emily Truckee here with us on Explorers Expresso. Um, I know things are coming, but of all the things that are going on, And I know you because I know you want to see the fans happy, see them smile. I know you're into that. That's such a very
Yeah.
important thing. Of all the things, is there one of these things you're saying, man, I am so glad we got this coming to you. I know you mentioned several. Is there one in particular that you're it's kind of like your baby, like that's the one that I'm so fired up about because it really it's a dream come true, perhaps.
There's one in August that I'm really excited for. I think that everybody will like it a lot. I think it's going to hit a mark for a lot of people. It's one that I can totally say was my idea, and I was excited the way it turned out. So I hope everybody feels the same about it, but they'll know what I mean when they see it. But August, looking back at my calendar, yeah, August 29th or 22nd would be the one that I'm talking about specifically. But that is what I'm really excited for people to see, and hopefully get as excited as I am.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, I'm fired up. This sort of it's like for all of us. The rosters kind of coming together,
Hmm.
schedule roster, and then you got the promotions. And so now you're like, okay, there's no turning back now. It's in front of us, full speed ahead. I'm excited. I know you're excited, and I hope the fans are excited as well. Uh, Awesome stuff, kiddo. You did a great job, and looking
Thank
forward to
you.
tomorrow's. So tomorrow's a big news day as well, right? Big news drop tomorrow.
Big news. You'll see all of our giveaways drop tomorrow. You'll see everything. Hopefully, like I said, you guys are just as excited as we are, but there's been a lot of planning and a lot of things that went into this. But I think everybody will be happy. Like, there's got to be at least one thing everybody will like on there.
Hey, congratulations on a great off season for you and the promotion. We're so happy for you. I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks, and thanks for taking the time to stop by. And great work, kiddo. Great work. I'm fired up.
I am too. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it.
All right, I'll let you go. Go back to whatever you're planning. You're planning something. I know. You're always doing something. There's always
We're
something.
always doing something.
I mean, by the way, a little inside joke between me and you. I was telling my church group this morning about Daktronics, how much we despise how that phone call always goes. Uh,
Yeah, as you saw the way my face changed so quickly. I have a love hate relationship with Daktronics. I always have an inside joke of I could be a Daktronic representative as much as I call them. So
hey, have a good one. We'll see you soon. Thanks, Emily.
thank you.
There we go. Emily Truckee right there. She does great work. We're so excited. Fine work she's done, letting her go there. Awesome work here on Explorers Expresso. In case you just joined us, Emily now, not only is she handling promotions and all that, she's also our director, a sales director. Great work. And you can see just as we reset here, a lot of the things that are coming up. And here's a guy, and studios would know. Here's a guy that follows not only our league, but he also follows other sports as well at kind of our level of professionalism. Indoor soccer, hockey, things like that. He would know. I mean, this is a guy that knows from another market can tell you that we knocked out of the park with promotions. It was really good, and we haven't even announced the giveaways. I've seen them. I'm going to keep my lips sealed, but there's been a lot of work, and you heard what I hope that you heard, and I will just throw it out this way. You heard her mention Tom, Travis, Emma as a group collective. Now, it's not really, I know promotions. I mean, we are involved in it a little bit with my work in the Australian Baseball League, but I kind of stay in my lane and do my thing. My job is to when they bring up a great idea, toss it out there, make sure you guys know about it, right? So we'll bingo on the air and things like that, and things like sneakies. We're there all the time, all that. So we try to really dive in, but you can just tell. You can tell there's been a formulated effort made by this front office. And you could say, yep, she was so love the passion. Great, Kenny's right on. Emily, great passion. I think, and I think that's the thing that separates the Explorers. And I guess where I'm going with that is, yeah, Daktronics isn't the Dak that frustrates Dan. Stino says that's true. There's truth in that. There's truth in that as well. But to reset here, I think what you see is the collective efforts. Okay, obviously we're not going to throw out these things. We're not going to throw out Bark in the Park. We're not going to throw out fireworks, things that we know we love, military Sundays, whatever the case may be. But also some of the things we do love. We're also going to tweak a bit. Tasty Thursdays, for example, a little tweak there, right? Nothing really changing for most, but a little tweak there. You're seeing a collective work, and this is what I want you guys to know about that group. There's two things. One, um, about 35 minutes from my house, 40 minutes from my house is a double A club in the Texas League called Frisco. They've got a staff about 8, 9 times as large as ours in Sioux City. Uh, they're doing it all with 8, 9, 10 people in that department, right? Our whole entire staff doesn't have 8 or 9 people, right? We basically have six. It doesn't count Bobby and Mongo and the field staff, right? But we're doing what we do with really a close knit circle. And I think that should be one of our calling cards. And it carries over to passion. And I think Kenny just said it as well. We're not the biggest market. We don't have the biggest stadium or all the skyboxes or whatever that you think you've got to have in this day and age of the American Association or in any brand of professional baseball. We may lack certain things, but I'll tell you what we don't lack. And you saw it in Emily. We don't lack passion. And I hope it comes across from me. You heard Bobby last week, Raphael 2 weeks ago. And you know, whenever time Mongo's on here, Steve Montgomery, our manager, you get the passion. You feel it. You know it's there. And that's why I always talk about the little X's that could, because we win everything with passion, not, not with, not what we don't worry about what we don't have. We worry what we have. We make it better. And that's the kind of thing we're doing. And I think we're going to look back on the season into the 26. We can look in September. We're going to look at a successful season at the gate, in promotions, and with the fans because of the effort the little engine that could does. And you just can't coach that. And so again, tip of the cap to Emily and the entire front office staff. Much love to you guys and fired up. These little pieces of the puzzle that get moved along just get us all fired up. Explorers Expresso, Dan Vaughn with you right here on this 8th of April and rocking right along here. So let's get to the business of the game as well, of the league. By the way, question of the day, what promotions so far you've seen Emily drop that you're looking forward to again? So what have you seen out there? Love to hear. What do you like? What are you looking forward to? Some of you folks are fired up with the bingo. You should be. The other question is, and I should have asked Emily this as well, uh, money's no object. You're not, Taylor Swift's going to say yes. I mean, that's what you're looking for, but you're not going to have any object to do whatever it is you want to do one night only. Uh, for me, it'd probably be like a music fest with, I'd have to bring back a hologram of Buddy Holly, of Elvis, and me, perhaps throwing out some George Strait. We all sing together. I don't know, because two of us are still around, other two aren't. I don't know. It's a kind of a weird dynamic, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and George Strait singing together. Joe Pryor Miller says Star Wars night. He's fired up about. Those beer leaders love that Star Wars night too, don't they? Good time. It's gonna be a good time, that Star Wars night. We'll go through those a little bit one more time before I close on the dates here on Explorers Expresso. All right, transaction time. It's been a little quiet, even from the league standpoint. Not that, I mean, there have been transactions. Don't get me wrong, the American Association, but it kind of, you're in a situation right now. Hello, Robbie, you're late. Paul, good to see you as well. Things are going well with Paul. And Robbie, you're late. I hope you've got a permission slip, young man. Hope you guys are all doing well. Look forward to seeing you guys in a few weeks. Natural pause in the transactions, basically because Bingo and Bark in the Park are my top options. So Sneedo says Bingo and Bark at the Park, his two favorites. Would love to hear what you guys had to say, and I agree. I even without having a pup this year, I still love Bark in the Park. It does my heart good. I'll probably shed a tear or two and be upset a little bit, but I'll be happy. I'll be happy, sad tears, right? Happy, sad tears. I've been known to cry. I will do that. Robbie has a pinched nerve in his back. He has a great excuse. I guess you do. You do have a great excuse, sir. Anyway, reason the transactions are a little light because you've got spring training broke already. The AAA, AA jobs, single A jobs, either those guys have been assigned or been released. It's sort of a time to kind of, and guys that were in camp perhaps maybe took an assignment in A ball and maybe got released already because that's been going on a week. You've got those dynamics going on. Some guys maybe just said, you know what, I don't want to play in this organization because there's no chance for me. I'm going to go try my work somewhere else. Maybe now they'll look at the association. There's a lot of dynamics to it. Guys you've watched, maybe guys that were maybe banged up that did not get an assignment in affiliated ball. And you've also got guys that have been weighing their options, hoping to be signed, maybe added to a minor league roster in the affiliated ranks now that have it. So you're going to see more teams, some familiar faces, especially. I think from Sioux City's end, a couple of names you're going to see coming up in the next few weeks. You're going to see some announcements next week. I do know we've got on tap for, I believe, next Wednesday on our show to update you on the hot stove. Will be a big update coming then, so stand by for that. But in the league anyway, really standing out to me, nothing just jumped out as far as just this is a guy that, I mean, nothing there's not guys out there, but probably the team that was the busiest. I maybe Lincoln adding a couple this week. Um, Kansas City sent a guy to Chihuahua in Mexico. But there's really, I mean, looking here, the only name that I recognize, to Sioux Falls signed Thomas Dormany, the lefty. He's back in Sioux Falls. That's a big piece for the rotation, which is going to be one of their things they've got to get going. They lost some pieces down there to the Bananas. Denson Hull, who was with us in spring training 2 years ago, he is going to be in Gary South Shore. Graham Fiveroyd and Justin Lang signed by King County. Rodrigo Benoit and Ryan Lee, righty and a catcher by Lake Country. Sioux Falls signing Chase Engelhard, infielder. Cleburne adding Oscar Hernandez, a catcher, and infielder Blake Robertson. Blake Robertson's a pretty good little player. Chicago signed Patrick Pridgeon. Back in the league again, I mentioned Lincoln Jefferson Figueroa, right-hander, and Gabriel Jaramillo, a right-hander as well. Chicago picked up Ethan Wilder from Washington in the Frontier League, and that pretty much wraps things up there from what's happened in the last week. Robbie says, I can't wait for us to have 10 signings on opening day of camp. And that's sort of what happens, Robbie. You're going to see some names. They're going to appear. They're going to be going, oh, I'm glad they're back. Probably a couple. And Robbie is on the IL, it says here. It does. Casey says, can't wait for the season. Hope you had a good trip, Casey, as well, down to Orlando. Saw that on socials. But anyway, I look forward to some signings next week. And I believe I talked to Mongo yesterday. He said, stand by for that. We'll have something for you next week, update-wise, on Explorers Expresso. We can kind of start planning our shows going forward again. We're every week now going forward. So we got that going on. The business of the X is really the other thing I want to share with you. Two items. One, having Eric Larson back. Eric is going to be producing our video again in the ballpark and also on aabaseball.tv and any kind of local broadcasts we do TV-wise. Looking forward for Eric again at home. He does a great job. Just really, he worked under the tutelage of Matt Townley. Townley, great guy as well. We were very blessed to have really two phenomenal producers, and Townley and Larson both back, or actually Larson back, and of course Matt always consulting for us. But welcoming Eric back to the fold as well. We're also going to be having an announcement next week on our show. We'll be introducing you to a new assistant. They'll be also joining me in the studio, or actually on the air and in studio next week on our show, but on the studio on the road games. We'll be talking about that next week. So that's all coming as well. And pretty much you saw it earlier. With Emily Truckee here on Explorers Expresso. It's now dramatic pause time for our bonus content. And we're back for the bonus content right there. Hope you enjoyed it on the audio side. Bonus content, you're asking what that is? For you folks in the live show, we're finishing up our conversation of 1894 and the Sioux City Cornhuskers. By the way, I'm already working on this summer's Sioux City baseball flashback. I think I've done 25 days already. The 1950 Sioux City Sioux are our story, and I've already dug up some really cool things. I'm going to tease one right here, but did you know that at the time there was a fairly popular radio and cartoon called Little Abner? I discovered Little Abner as a connection to the Sioux City Sioux. You're going to learn about that this summer, a lot more. The Sioux, and by the way, the Western League and what was going on back. I discovered the Western League in, I believe it was Wichita. Or was it Des Moines? Had a guy named Don Larson pitching in the Western League in 1950, who 6 years later tossed a perfect game, the only perfect game in the World Series. I mean, I'm learning things already. Already 20 some odd in, so I'm really fired up about that. Really some there's some Hollywood connections as well to Sioux City and to the Western League. All that's coming as well. But the doctor says she's tardy, has a pass as she was teaching class. I don't feel tardy. The great words of David Lee Roth of Van Halen right there. Anybody name that song? Anybody know that song? You guys know that, right? I'm not going to tell you. Explorers Expresso here. Let's see. What else we got? Podcast update. I do this every time to remind you guys the podcast has really been taken off. There's our podcast page right there. I'm going to put it up in the chat as well. But head to our podcast page. All of our episodes are there. You can go back and listen to the one today, or you want to go back and listen to Rafael Melchion for a couple weeks ago, or maybe Bobby's show last week. Anything we have with Mongo. Any of the players we've had on. Reed Butts, great interview with Reed was on. They're all on our podcast page, and I can actually put that podcast page up for you if I can find it for you and put it on the chat. So I'd love for you guys to go and check that out. But really fired up episodes. They've been taken off. I'm really pleased what we're doing with the podcast, throwing the bonus content in as well. So it's going to be right there in the chat. So right there is the chat for the podcast there. So the link, you'll see it right there. You can download the podcast if you're a podcast person. Yes, you do know that song, young man. You do know it. Well, I guess it's sort of, you know that. You weren't an 80s kid, but you know that song. I'm hot for teacher. Yeah, okay. Trust me, the good doctor has heard me sing that before. A little flirty, if you will. Anyway. All right. Questions, comments. What do you guys got? A couple minutes to kind of fire off what you got. Again, what are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to? I'm going to run through these quickly while you guys are firing those questions off. Let's start things off with our nightlies right here, just to give you a reminder one more time. Nightly, our Monday nights are going to have merchandise Mondays, 25% off the entire team store every Monday. Let's bring this graphic down so you can see it better. Only 2 Monday games, but there you go. We've also got our Tuesday trivia, interactive our trivia as well. Prizes brought to you by Carbless. Who doesn't love a good Carbless? Carbless. It's what for, no, I was going to say what for breakfast. No, Carbless. The flavor is in you. I don't know. I'm trying to think of marketing tools here for Carbless. Carbless. Drink that pickled Carbless now. They don't have pickled Carbless, but they should. Wednesday, Wild Card Wednesday. It's going to be a bingo card. Looking forward to that, where fans can play along, cheer along, score awesome prizes all night long on a bingo card right there. And yes, the free space may be the ejection of Steve Montgomery or Bobby Post. I don't know. We'll see. Weenie Wednesdays as well. Discounted hot dogs right there. $2 hot dogs all game long. Part of Wednesday nights. Bark in the Park will be on Thursdays. Wednesdays. Bark in the Park. Enjoy the X's baseball game with your little furry friend right there. Tasty Thursdays, happy hour food specials before first pitch. So you guys, like the beer leaders who get there early on a Tasty Thursday for a happy hour special. $5 tickets for college students, for you college kiddos back home, or you know a college kiddo in your family, or you are wanting to be a college kiddo, or you have dig up a college ID. Good idea there. $2 select 12-ounce beers and Pepsi products thanks to Pub 52. Big tip of the cap to Pub 52. Free t-shirts by Absolute Screen Art on Fridays, a tradition that we've had going on for a while. I love it. It's so cool. Nate Gherkin will be the first t-shirt of the year. Looking forward to that. We've got our Friday night steals, game day deals, exclusive savings that'll make select Friday nights exciting at the ballpark, even more exciting at the ballpark. Looking forward to that. Merch Monday. Sorry about that. Let's bring this one there. Here we go. We've got your Saturday nights as well. You guys know how this works. Souvenir Saturdays, every Saturday except for July 4th and August 29th. You've got that. Sunday. Ice Cream Sundays by A&W and Long John Silver's. I love that. Grill giveaway. This is cool. Pilot Rock Party Deck. Pilot Rock Company giving away a grill every Sunday. And the grill actually has the X's logo on it. So when you grill a steak or a burger, right there. Or as we say in Australia, when you're doing the risole, you're flipping the burger or flipping the rissoles. Little rissoles are these little Australian patties. They're like sirloins, and they're called rissoles. And they're big, very popular with Barbies over in Australia. Flip them, get you an X's logo on there. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see here. Kids run the bases as well on Sundays, and that pretty much wraps up the weekly stuff right there. Sorry about that. Military Sundays as well. Liberty National Bank right there. That's back again. And then again, the theme nights, let's run through them quickly. We got 2 fireworks shows, July 3rd and 4th celebration, the 250th anniversary of our country. I'm old enough to remember 1977, 76, 77 would have been 2000, 201. You guys know what I mean. 70, Spirit of 76, all right? Jersey auction, the Ag Night, June 27th with CNF Industries. Those jerseys are cool. Let me give you a shot of those again on video. You folks on audio, trust me, it's beautiful. It's a scene of a beautiful farm in Iowa. Beautiful right there. Also, we got Star Wars Night, July 25th. Morgan Higman, she's singing on the 25th as well. Post-game concert down that Pilot Rock Party Deck. Up-and-coming country music star, as well as Dane Lewis from Sergeant Bluff, June 27th. He lives in Nashville. Now, I believe both are in Nashville. Morgan, I believe, is in Nashville, too. But we'll talk more about them, probably have them on the broadcast. That June 27th with Dane, and that gets you some of the things, as well as the August 29th Roosters Harley-Davidson Jersey Auction Night. Those jerseys will be announced later on what they'll look like, but that's being worked on as well. So some theme nights for you right there. And then, of course, that August 29th fireworks show there, wrapping things up. And again, tomorrow, Emily's going to bring up tomorrow and announce tomorrow mid-morning those giveaway items. You do not want to miss those tomorrow. All right, questions and comments we got here. Let's see here. Snito says, I'm a Sammy Hagar fan of her David Lee Roth fan. Hey, like them both. I love Van Hagar's more ballady stuff. I love the David Lee Roth because it was my high school days songs, I guess. Sammy Hagar Night, Snito says. At Lewis and Clark, Cabo Wabo Tequila, and a walking taco. By the way, on my layover a few weeks ago in Charlotte, from South Bend to DFW, there is actually a Cabo Wabo there in the airport. Just so I throw it out there, and could or could not have had a shot. I don't know. John Witt says, what if they'll give us a grill for the clubhouse? I have no idea. Do you need one in the clubhouse, John? Do you need a grill in the clubhouse? For what? What do you need a grill for? John, of course, our clubhouse manager extraordinaire, does a great job. Do the guys need a grill? You need a grill. I don't know. I need a grill. I had to get out there. It took me back to my first job in Charleston, West Virginia. You've got to oil a grill or it gets rusty. Have you ever had this happen to you? I had to go out there and oil my grill down because it had gotten really rusty. Well, when I was in Charleston, West Virginia, my job as part of my broadcast job, it was my first job out of college, I was in charge of the picnic area every day to set it up. So I'd stock up the buns and I would stock up the hot dogs, whatever groups we had coming out in Charleston. I'd look at the menu. Okay, we need 2 cases of burgers and a case of hot dogs or brats, whatever. Maybe it was a steak night, whatever we had going on. I had to do that, right? And I also had to make sure the grill was cleaned and ready to go for when the crew got there that night. That was my first job every morning at the ballpark. So I've oiled many a grill. Well, I did it last week, and I'm safely tell you my grill is much better, although it needs to be replaced because I've got it going, but it's not going to last much longer. So I need to win that grill from our friends at Pilot Rock. So we go. Pilot Rock, Pilot Rock. Rock. What am I doing? Steve says, looking forward to the start of the season. Me too, Steve. And Speedo says, I wanted to circle back and echo what Emily said. Free t-shirt deals, pretty cool and unique. It is neat. And the reason it's so neat, I used to come in there with Gary South Shore and Kansas City. I thought it was so cool that fans were wearing a Nate Sampson shirt or Michael Lang shirt. Insert former Explorer that you knew. And you saw those shirts and you see them. And it's really cool to see that because, you go to a big league game, go to any major league stadium, you're going to see in the merch area, maybe the team store, all the player T-shirts, right? The jersey T-shirts. That's what those are. Of course, I have a Nolan Ryan one, and I love that one. But there's always the team. You get a Corey Seager if you're a Ranger fan, for example, right? you've got all those. I'm sure the Dodgers have a Shohei jersey, T-shirt jersey, right? It's similar to that, but no other team does that like we do, and I love it. So it's really cool here in Explorers Expresso. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. A big thanks to Emily Trucking for joining us, and we're looking forward to getting caught up next week on the hot stove. I'll announce who we got on the show, because now that I kind of know where we are roster wise the next day or so, I'll know kind of where we are as far as number 18 Shoemaker would be a good one. I agree, Steve. I agree. I want a number 54 or 13 DV. Hashtag DV. I want one as well. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yes, we've got in future shows, we'll be visiting with other staff members, introducing you to our new assistant. We'll also be chatting with Emma as well. We'll talk some concessions when I get up to Iowa in a few weeks. We're going to have Bruce Fishback on as well again for his annual visit. Other items of note as well as the hot stove gets heated up. Looking forward to reaching out to some of my brethren around the league. I believe we got 5 more shows until we throw our first pitch. I think that's right. Something like that. So a lot to get to. Short time to get there. Smokey the Bandit. Okay. Go X's time. You guys ready? I'm ready. I think we're all ready. Big thanks to Emily for stopping by. I love it, man. She's doing a great work. Tip of the cap, the entire front office there. Love you guys. Miss y'all. Let's be better fans tomorrow than we were today. Let's show more love tomorrow than we did today going forward. It's about showing love, folks, in 2026. Go X's time, go X's time, and go X's time. Here we go. Thanks for stopping by. 5 minutes the entire time. The reason I do believe y'all are the best because you guys are here. You're part of it. That's what we do. Love you. All right, here we go. Beer leaders, are you ready? Robbie, are you ready? Are you ready? In the wings, you're ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Go X's. I'll see you next. DB, try it again, DB. Take 2. 1, 2, 3. Go X's. I'll see you next week, everybody. Look at the close. VDB.
Well, it's baseball time in Siouxland once again. The Explorers are out to bring home another win. And when they take the field, they'll be hitting and running and stealing. So come out to the park for that big league good time feeling. Well, it's baseball Sioux City style.